Well, hello there, welcome to Pringle Racing, and I know I've just released a clip explaining that we need Milestone to do something quite interesting, and guess what? They only flipping did it the same day I released my clip. Then guess what they've done? They've reintroduced custom championships. Yes! What am I saying? This is freaking awesome! Now this is good news. Okay, look at the riders I'm riding against. Carl Crutchlow, Nicky Hayden, Valentino Rossi's in there, Barry Sheen. It's freaking awesome! They've actually done an update that's actually worth me preaching about and saying, well done Milestone, you've done a great job. Now don't worry, if you're going to watch this clip, I'll still have time to have a little moan at Milestone at some point, but they needed to have this done. This is a massive jump in the right direction. I can't believe this wasn't on day one, but let's not whinge about that. They finally actually got it done. So this was in Ride 5. Not many people who did this, and about 4 months ago I did a clip about racing against legends and you can create your own league. Well, they've done it now and released it into Ride 6, and it's the full versions before you could do everything. So let me show you how that's done, and we'll just go through the new menu that's now available within Ride 6. So from the main menu, if you go to your quick modes, you now have a brand new option in there called Race Creator. Flipping fantastic. Now if you go into there, you can actually download other people's race creations as well, so they'll even show you what other people have done, and guess what, the race that I've done, which is called the Pringle Cup, can be downloaded. Now you can go in there and you create a new one, but I'm just going to go into the one that I've already created. I've got in there, race back home from work when I found this update was done. I've created a new cup and I've gone through the various settings. And once you go back, you can carry on and editing and remodifying it. So you don't have to do it in one go. I'm just going to choose modify. Now, when you go into here, I'll lose the current standings that I've done because my little test play that I was playing with it. But you'll go through and you can give it an actual name. So I've called it the Pringle Cup. I want it to be a championship, and I've actually created my own little logo, and that logo is purely so you can see it on the actual screen. So you've got my little 72 number on there, and once you've got that, you press your option button to continue, and then you get your next stage. So what is the format of the race? Is it a race? What you were doing? How many riders you've got? Now sadly, this is the only thing that's not the same as Ride 5, and yes, I am going to mention it again, there's only 12 riders in the grid. But you can say how many events you want, whether you want 5, what your preset points are, and if you press R3 you can have different scoring points, but it has everything else apart from the grid size, exactly what it was in Ride 5, and not a lot of people in Ride 5 knew this existed. Yeah, and I think this is the really just absolutely brilliant. So you can set the number of laps, you can set the type of bike rules they've got. Now for some reason I couldn't work out why I couldn't get the start type or the tyre wear to switch on or off. I'm not sure what I was doing wrong there. I've just raced back, so I'll have a look at that later on. Starting grid you could do in reverse, I'm just going to have it standard. When you're happy with that, you then go through and pick your tracks. You can even get the system to automatically generate the tracks for you. So far when I'm doing this, I was thinking, okay, this is good, this is brilliant, this is a really good update, loving this Milestone, well done. But could you put the icing on the top? Could you just make it that little bit better? And yes, you can, because what you can do is you can customize your riders. So I've gone through and I've created all the various riders. So we've got Barry Sheen with the custom bike Suzuki. We've got Valentino Rossi, and I've customized this bike as well, downloaded some liveries from him. I've got Carl Crutchlow, friggin' British legend, number 35. We've got Jorge Lorenzo, he's all set up with number 99. We've got Neil Hodgson, well I've got him as number 50. Nicky Hayden's back, riding the Repsol Honda. And now you can download Lovers, it's brilliant. We've got Jonathan Rhea on the Kawasaki. We've got Carl Fogarty on the Ducati. Of course, why not? Yeah. Lewis Capirossi I've got in there as well. So I've only got English, Italian and Spanish riders. We've got Colin Edwards, a legend. Got to have him in there. And the last rider I think I've got, who's the last one? I've missed him. I'll come back to that in a second. But what I've also got is you can pick your bikes, and then you can choose you go into manage bikes. You can choose different types of livery setups that you want. So you get liveries to the bikes you want to use. So you can customize everything, and the fantastic player base are putting loads of different types up there, so you can really match it to what you want. So you create your own superbike championship if you want, which is awesome. Who was my last rider that I've done? Let's just look. It was Carl Fogarty. What was it? Oh yeah, and the best one to last, Sete Gibernau. And I've got the Honda. I forgot the Telefonica Honda. Absolutely brilliant. So then I've saved that, and I've actually saved and shared this, so you can actually go and download this setting with those riders. So let me know if you can. You've got change 5 races, and away we go. So if you want to download that championship, if you go onto the left-hand side of the screen, click onto the download competitions, and it'll give you like a little chart of all the stuff you've got. And if you look at the little option button, there's a filter section, so you can filter down for different types of races or stages, or look for keywords. So you can go in there, you can look for your format. I want a single race, I want an endurance race, I want certain formats to them. It's a championship, so mine's a championship one that I've done, single races. And if you apply the search on there, let's see where I come. Now that mine is set up. So okay, I'm on the first page 1. There I am. On page 1, number 72. Bam, you can download that with the riders. Thank you very much. You're welcome. So all we've got to do now is just give it a go. So if I just click on this and press play, I'll have it downloaded in your box area. I'm going to play this tournament. Now I've set this championship up with a qualifying, and you only get to do 1 lap. So it puts the pressure on. Get it wrong, you stuffed it. So let me know how you do on that one. See if you think that's a good idea. I didn't do particularly too well, so we're not going to watch that. We're going to go straight into the race. Now for me, this game instantly is better where you have riders' name that actually mean something. I was worried that Ride 6 was just going to stick with their legends, but now I can create my own legends. It just transforms the game. It's just flipping brilliant. I've got Barry Sheen, I've got Carl Fogarty, I've got Neil Hodgson, it's just so good. To me, this is a really fantastic feature. I'm so glad they brought it back out. More of this Milestone, keep it up. I think it's brilliant. And this really does give me hope for the game. They're now doing updates that make a big difference. The only complaint I've really got, and again, I'm not mentioning the grid, the only complaint I got is that your press release Milestone was shocking. It just said, new patch update, custom creator. That was it. What? There was no detail about it, no big promo, no nothing. I'm doing more hype for you than actually flipping what you did. So I've actually got something to talk about and something I'm happy to talk about. So keep it up. You've answered my previous clip. We want something to discuss and talk about. This thing is brilliant. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think this is a cool feature? Does that make Ride 6 a little bit better for you? One thing I've done on here on this game, just to see the names pop up, it just makes it more excited. If you don't know who the rider you're racing, it doesn't really care. But if I can see Carl Crutchlow in front of me there, and I've got to beat him, so much better. Just it transforms the game. I think this is absolutely brilliant. And the way you get around with licenses features, I get to create my own name, so it's not actually something they've done. So I think that's really cool. I think this is brilliant. The only thing I'm going to be now, I always want more, by the way, Milestone. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. If you're doing updates, regular updates, why can't we have more tracks? I'm a bit worried that your tracks are only in part of the season pass, and therefore you're going to get like on the online is going to slightly get separated. I think all your tracks should be free, and the bikes should only be the season pass. That would be my only idea. Let me know. But there's a lot more tracks you could put into this game. You've got so many in 3 and 4 that you cancel, and the Macau track is my favourite. I would love to see that in there. So keep doing what you're doing. I don't mind you keep doing updates. I will praise you for doing stuff the right stuff. This is brilliant. Get the grids up, add more tracks to it. Keep doing stuff like this, Milestone. This is what we want. This makes the game far more interesting. When I see the rider's name down the side, it's just so much more fun. It really is. It transforms it for me. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Does it make a difference for you? I think it's great. Okay, guys. That's all for now. I'll hopefully may get another clip out soon. But there you go, 2 big clips in 1 week. There you go, not too bad. I think Milestone listening, because I was telling them off they needed to do some big impact things, and this is an impact which I think is a good thing. So well done, Milestone. Keep it going. See you later, guys. I'm going to go and finish this race.